So how to represent this? Again, 8 equal parts are there. So we can use a circle. Otherwise, I am going to use rectangle. All the even numbers we can represent by using a rectangle. Yes. So now coming to this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Totally 8 equal parts. Out of 8 equal parts, 5 parts selected. So any 5 parts you have to shade. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5th part, any one of these parts. So 5 by 8. Now observe, because all these fractions are proper fractions, we are using only one whole, means one picture only we are using to represent this. Okay, we can use any geometrical shape according to the question you have to use. Here because 4 is there, so we can use triangle or triangle or square or rectangle, circle, anything we can use for 3, 4 because denominator is 4. And here 8 is there, we can go through with circle or a rectangle also. And 1 by 3 rectangle I have used here. 5 by 8 for this I have used rectangle. So just observe here total number of equal parts are 4. First observe the denominator, try to divide the whatever picture you have taken, divide into those many equal parts. So here 4 is there in this fraction. I have divided into 4 equal parts for this triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of 4, 3 parts are selected. So selected parts I am shading. And next 2 by 8. Out of 8 equal parts, 2 parts are selected. So total 8 parts are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out of 8 equal parts, I have selected only 2 because fraction is 2 8. 5 8. Out of 8 equal parts, 5 parts I have selected. That's it. And 1 by 3. Out of 3 equal parts, 1 part is selected. Okay, that's all. And coming to the next problem. Write the fraction representing the shaded portion. Here picture given, we need to write the fraction. Write the fraction representing the shaded portion. And here first picture is given like this. Okay, observe the given pictorial representations, and now we need to write the fraction for shaded portion. So remember, read the question correctly. Write the fraction representing the shaded portion. For shaded portion, we need to write the fraction. For unshaded portion also we can write, but here they are asking shaded portion. Now observe this. Here total how many equal parts are there? First of all, observe the given picture. Only one part shaded out of 1, 2, 3 equal parts. Okay, means the fraction is represented by this picture is 1 by 3. One part selected out of 3 equal parts. And here total how many equal parts are there? Observe 1, 2, 3, 4 means 4 in the denominator. Out of 4 equal parts, only one part is selected, that is 1 by 4. And coming to this one, total 2 parts are selected out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equal parts. 2 by 6. If they are asking for unshaded, all these fractions, whatever I have indicated, those are for shaded portions. If unshaded fractions, they are asking 1, 2. 2 out of 3 equal parts. Just observe 1 is shaded out of 3. Remaining 2 are unshaded only. No, only 1 we are selecting. Remaining 2 are unshaded. 1 plus 2, total parts are 3. Out of that 1 is shaded, 2 are unshaded. Okay, if you are adding both, you will get 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3. That is 1 plus 2, 3 by 3. 3 will get cancelled, 1 whole. Okay. Now coming to this one, unshaded. Total parts are 4. Out of that, only 1 is shaded. Still, how many are unshaded? 1, 2, 3 parts are unshaded out of 4. 1 plus 3, 4. Okay. Coming to this one, out of 6, only 2 shaded. For unshaded, we will get 2 plus 4, no 6. So 4 by 6 is the fraction of unshaded portion. Okay. So depending on the question, because here they have asked for shaded portion, I have written the fraction for shaded portion. If they are asking for unshaded portion, so we must select in the numerator unshaded part. And if you are adding shaded and unshaded, you will get total parts of the given object. So now coming to the next problem. Now coming to the next example. Here also we need to represent the fractions. Write the fractions represented by the following picture. And here my first question was, okay, observe the given figure. Here just observe more than one whole, they are representing some other parts. Means all these fractions are improper fractions. If only one picture is given, that is comes under proper fraction. So yesterday only we discussed, to represent the proper fractions, we need one whole. Why? Because that value lies between 0 to 1. That's all. And whereas improper fractions are using more than one whole object. So here more than one they are representing here. So it is comes under improper fraction. And here how many wholes are? What is the fraction we will see? See, observe this one whole object. is divided into 4 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. That means it is 4 by 4. 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4. Totally 4 by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it is another 1 by 4. This is also another 1/4. This portion only they are mentioned here separately. So totally how many 1/4 are there? 4 plus 1, 5, 5 plus 1, 6, 6 by 4. And in mixed fraction, one whole completely used and these are 2/4. So 1, 2 by 4 is the mixed fraction. Don't confuse, observe here, more than one whole picture is represented here. So it is comes under improper fraction. And now observe, first whole is divided into 4 equal parts, means denominator is 4. And so one whole completely used, 1, 2, 3, 4 parts are shaded. 4 by 4 is equal to 1. Okay. And this is 1/4 and another 1/4. Total 4 plus 1, 5 plus 1, 6. 6/4 are there. So 6 by 4 is improper fraction. If you want to represent by using mixed fraction, 4 by 4 is nothing but one whole completely used. 1 whole completely used, 1 by 4, and this is another 1 by 4. 2 1 by 4 are there. That is 2 by 4. 1 plus 1, 2 by 4. 1, 2 by 4. One whole completely used and remaining 2 parts, 2 by 4. 2 out of 4 equal parts. Okay. Now coming to this third problem, you can understand easily. See here, this circle is divided into 3 equal parts. So one shaded part is 1 by 3, 1 by 3, 1 by 3. Totally 3 by 3. 3 by 3 means one whole completely used. So here we know that this is only one part they are showing, that is 1 by 3. As a mixed fraction, 1 by 3 we will write. But actually 1 is nothing but here 3 by 3. Yes. So as a improper fraction, 3 plus 1, 4 by 3 we will write. As a mixed fraction, 1 whole and 1 by 3 we are using. Out of 3 equal parts, 1 part separately is there. Okay. Now coming to the second question, like that only. Total one whole is used. And here in that whole, it is divided into how many equal parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is 6 by 6. And here 1 by 6, 1 by 6. Remaining are 2 by 6 are there. So 2 by 6 is mixed fraction and 6 plus 2, 8 by 6 is improper fraction. 8 by 6, otherwise 1, 2 by 6. Okay, that's all. Don't confuse, very, very simple. If they are giving the pictures, we have to understand whether they are given one picture or more than one picture. If they are given only one picture, that is comes under proper fraction. So that is very, very easy to represent. And wherever improper fractions are given, so according to the question, if you want to represent improper fraction, which fraction is represented, right? Otherwise, same thing you want to convert into mixed fraction, you can do. So just observe here once again. First, observe the whole part, whatever shaded part is given, and how many equal parts are divided for that whole. So here it is divided into 4 equal parts, and 4 parts are shaded. That means 4 by 4 that value. And remaining separated parts means 1/4, because here 4 parts are there. So this one also 1/4, other one also 1/4. Totally 2/4 are there. Means 4, 5, 6. 6 by 4 is improper fraction. And if I want to write mixed fraction, 4 by 4 is 1, and still 2 1 by 4 are there. So 1 2 by 4. That's all. And if they are given improper fractions, how we need to represent pictorially? Just observe it. Yesterday also we have discussed about these topics. Represent the following fractions pictorially. 7 by 4, 5 by 3, 7 by 6. Okay, now observe the first problem, 7 by 4. 7 by 4 is improper fraction. So, compulsory we need more than one whole. But just observe that whole part is divided into 4 equal parts. So, what I am using, just circle I am using. And I am dividing into 4 equal parts. 4 equal parts. Okay. So, 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4. Total 4 by 4 are there. Okay. And we want 3 by 4. See, just observe. This one is representing 1 by 4. Like this, we want 3/4. So, 1, 2, and 3. Otherwise, do one thing. Convert into mixed fraction. So, how to convert this? Yesterday I have explained for you. Divide. 4 ones are 4. 3 is left. Quotient, remainder, and divisor. So, we will get quotient is 1, remainder is 3, divisor is 4. Means to represent this, we need 2 wholes because it is lying between 1 and 2. Yes. So, how to represent this? Just observe. One whole and other wholes also I am taking. Totally we need 2 wholes. So 2 wholes I am taking, and because denominator is 4, we need to divide those 2 wholes into 4 equal parts. Out of that, 1 whole completely used. So completely shade that first part, first whole. This is 4 by 4. And still 3/4 is there. So 1, 2, 3. 3 by 4. 4 plus 3, 7 by 4. That's all. Okay. And coming to the second question, 5 by 3. So first convert into improper mixed fraction. 3 ones are 3. Still 2 is left. 2 by 3. 3 ones are 3. Okay. Still 2 is there in 5. So 2 by 3. If you have any doubt, go through with the division. Then, so because here we got the quotient 1, we need 2 wholes. Here 3 equal parts are there. So I am using 2 rectangles with 3 equal parts. So 1 whole completely used, means completely shade this one. So it will represent 3 by 3. Okay. And next whole we want to represent only 2 out of 3 equal parts. So it is 2 by 3. 3 plus 2, 5 by 3. Okay. And coming to the 7 by 6. 7 by 6. 6 ones are 6. 6 finished out of 7. Only 1 is left. So 1, 1 by 6. I am using circle to represent this. 1, 2, 3. So totally 6 equal parts. And another whole also must be divided into 6 equal parts. And out of that, only one part is selected because in the second whole we need to represent 1, 6. And in first whole, total 6 by 6 we have to represent. 6 by 6, 1 by 6. 6 plus 1, 7 by 6. Okay. So this is the way of representing the improper fractions using pictures. And it is very, very important. So don't confuse. Once again, observe. Whatever improper fraction is there, first try to convert it into mixed fraction. Okay. After that, and because of quotient we got 1, it is like it needs 2 wholes because more than 1. 2 wholes we need. So I am representing 2. I am taking 2 wholes and denominator is 4. So each whole is divided into 4 equal parts. First whole completely used. 1 whole completely used means 4 by 4. And second whole only 3 parts are used out of 4 equal parts. So only 3 parts I am shading. Totally how many parts are shaded now? 4 plus 3, 7 by 4. Yes. Same here also. 5 by 3 is mixed fraction is 1 2 by 3, means it is also needing 2 wholes. And because denominator is 3, we can use circle also, but I am using a rectangle here. So rectangle, one rectangle is completely used. It is divided into 3 equal parts. Denominator is 3. So divided into 3 equal parts, one whole completely used. Out of the second whole, only 2 parts are selected. So 2 by 3. Totally 3 plus 2, 5 by 3. And coming to this one, because denominator is 6, we need to take whatever wholes we have taken, we need to divide it into 6 equal parts. So observe here, 7 by 6 mixed fraction is 1 1 by 6. That means again quotient 1 we got. So we need 2 wholes. I have taken circles to represent this. So 2 circles I was drawn. Because denominator 6, I was divided the 2 circles into 6 equal parts. And one circle completely used. So 6 by 6. All those 6 parts we have to shade 6 by 6, and in the second whole only one part is shaded, so 1 by 6, totally 7 by 6. Next problem, write the numerator and denominator of the following fractions. And here my first fraction is 1 by 3, second one is 2 by 5, third one is 7 by 2, fourth one is 19 by 3. So like this, some problems are given. Just observe, it is very simple question. We need to write its numerator and denominator, that's all. So here the given fraction is 1 by 3. Because numerator is 1, it is which type of fraction? Unit fraction. So here numerator is 1 and denominator is equal to 3. Numerator is upper value, denominator is down value. So for this, numerator is equal to 2, denominator is equal to 5. Yes, 2 by 5. Here denominator is more than the numerator. So it is a proper fraction. Coming to this one, 7 by 2. Numerator is 7, denominator is 2. So denominator lesser than the numerator, improper fraction. Every improper fraction we can convert into mixed fraction. And 19 by 3. So numerator is 19, denominator is 3. Again denominator lesser than the numerator. Yes. So it is also improper fraction. This one also we can convert into mixed fraction. That's all. Just they are asking to write numerator and denominator. We have written for every question. So like this, so questions are given, but I know it. You know the simple question. You know all the answers for the remaining fractions also. And now coming to the next type of question. Classify the following fractions. Classify the following fractions also write improper fractions. As mixed fractions. And here Fractions are given 1 by 3, 2 by 7, 8 by 3, 3 by 5, 5 by 3, 1 by 9, 9 by 5, 8 by 7. Okay, observe the given questions. 1 by 3. Numerator is 1, so it is unit fraction as well as proper fraction. So here just in the question they have mentioned as proper and improper. Even though they did not give, we know that 1 by 3 is unit fraction as well as proper fraction. 2 by 7. Denominator is more than the numerator, so it is also a proper fraction. 8 by 3. Upper value is more, so it is improper fraction. See, remember, if down value is more, that is proper. If down value is less, means denominator is less, that is improper fraction. So here observe 7 is more than 2, proper. 3 is lesser than 8, improper. 5 is more than 3, proper. 3 is lesser than 5, so improper. And because numerator is 1, it is unit fraction as well as proper fraction. And here denominator 5 is lesser than the numerator, so it is improper fraction. Denominator is less than the numerator, improper fraction. So write improper fractions as mixed fractions. Whatever improper fractions we got, we need to convert them into mixed fractions. First of all, sort the given fractions as proper and improper. Actually, unit fractions are also given, but here they have mentioned only proper fractions and improper. Proper fractions are 1 by 3, 2 by 7, 3 by 5, and 1 by 9. That's it. Okay. Remaining all are improper fractions. Improper fractions are 1, 2 by 7 already over, 8 by 3 because denominator is lesser than the numerator. 8 by 3 is improper, 5 by 3 is improper, 9 by 5 is improper, 8 by 7 is improper. So just observe total how many fractions given in the question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here 4, here 4 proper fractions. Out of that, these two are also set as unit fractions. Okay, coming to this one, these 4 are improper fractions and they are asking us to convert each improper fraction as mixed fraction. So first I am taking 8 by 3. So we know 3 table very well. For 8, what is the nearer number we will get in 3 tables? 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6. So 2 we will get as quotient. Okay, out of 8 parts, 6 parts already we have taken. 3 twos are 6. So only 2 parts are left. 2 by 3. 3 twos are 6. 6 plus 2, 8 in the numerator by 3. If you have doubt, first go through with the division. 3 twos are 6 and 2 is left. So quotient, remainder, divisor. Quotient, remainder by divisor. Quotient to remainder is 2. Divisor will not change. After the conversion also divisor will be same. Coming to 5 by 3. So it is very clear that again we will get 3 only in the denominator, but quotient remainders will change. You will see. 3 ones are 3. Remainder is 2. So quotient is 1. Remainder is 2. Divisor is 3. 1, 2 by 3. This number you have to write here, quotient. Okay, remainder, this value you must write in the numerator and denominator same. QR by D, remember this, QR by D. Coming to the next question, 9 by 5. For 9 by 5, how we have to divide? We need to divide 9 with 5. So 5 ones are 5. 4 is left. Remainder, quotient, divisor. So QR by D. Q value is 1, R value is 4, D value same 5 only. Okay. Then coming to the last 8 by 7. 7 ones are 7. 1 is the remainder. So quotient is 1, remainder is 1. Divisor is 7. 1 by 7. Okay, I hope you understood. Once again, observe. Whenever they are given improper fraction, go through with the division. Quotient you need to place as a natural number, and the remainder in the numerator, divisor in the denominator. That is a proper fraction. That's all. Okay. So now we will see how to represent the proper and improper fractions on the number line. See, to represent a proper fraction, we need one whole. By using pictures, only one whole we are using. Why? Because always proper fractions lies between 0 to 1. Between more than 0 and lesser than 1. All the proper fractions lies between 0 and 1. And all the improper fractions are equal to 1 or more than 1. Whatever improper fractions we are getting, they are maybe equal to 1 or more than 1. Okay. So if the value is lies between 0 and 1, not equal to 1 also. Equal to 1 is comes under again improper fraction only. So whenever you are getting improper fractions, try to convert them into mixed fractions. So improper and mixed fractions both are same. How we are representing on the number line, that is same. And unit fractions, proper fractions are same. So now observe here. On the number line, all the proper fractions lies between 0 and 1. All the improper fractions lies between more than 1 or equal to 1. And now, for example, I have 1 by 5 unit fraction. Okay. And secondly, I have 2 by 7 proper fraction. Unit fraction, proper fraction. Because unit fraction is a proper fraction, we need only this representation also same as proper fraction only. How we are using number line? Just observe, draw the number line. Till now we have represented either whole numbers or integers or natural numbers like that. Now coming to this, 1 by 5 is a positive number only, plus value only. Means we will start with 0. 1 by 5 means till 1 unit it is divided into 5 equal parts. That is 1 by 5, 2 by 5, 3 by 5, 4 by 5, 5 by 5. See, 0 by 5 actually it is. That is 0 and it is 1. Because denominator is 5, we need to divide 0 to 1, 5 equal parts. 0 to 1, 5 equal parts, and we need 1 by 5. That is lesser than 1, more than 0. Observe. Because it is proper fraction, it is lying between 0 and 1. Okay, that's all. See, this one also like that only. Observe the denominator 7 we have. So draw the number line. Till 0 to 1, we need to divide into 7 equal parts. So first one is 0 by 7. Wherever 0 we are taking 0 by 7, 1 by 7, 2 by 7, 3 by 7, 4 by 7, 5 by 7, 6 by 7, 7 by 7. 7 by 7 in the sense 1. Means 0 to 1 only we are taking 7 equal parts. Out of that, what we need to select? 2 out of 7. This represents 2 by 7. Proper fraction. That's why it is lying between 0 and 1. All the proper fractions lies between 0 and 1. Okay, remember this. And this is very, very simple way. Depending on the denominator, you need to take the points. That's all. Because denominator is 7, so we are starting with 1 by 7, 2 by 7, 3 by 7, like that. Before that, compulsory, we must take 0. And after this, if we are having improper fractions, so this is about unit fractions as well as proper fractions. What about improper fractions? First, suppose I have 5 by 4. It is an improper fraction. So draw the number line. First value is 0, and because denominator is 4, we will take 0 by 4. And next 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4, 4 by 4. 4 by 4 is 1. But we want 5 by 4, means we need to take next also 5 by 4. This is more than 1, so that's why it is improper. 5 by 4, 6 by 4, 7 by 4, and 8 by 4. 8 by 4 in the sense of 2. So it is lying between 1 and 2. Convert it into mixed fraction, what we will get? 4 ones are 4, still 1 left, 1 by 4. 4 ones are 4, 4 plus 1, 5, 5 by 4. Yes, so 5 by 4 is lying between 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Got it? That's it. So suppose they are given 5 by 3. Otherwise, I am taking 7 by 3. So 0, 1 by 3, 2 by 3, 3 by 3. 3 by 3 is 1. Okay. 4 by 3, 5 by 3, 6 by 3. 6 by 3 is 2. 7 by 3, 8 by 3, 9 by 3. 9 by 3 is 3. So 7 by 3 is lying between 2 and 3. Because it is improper fraction, it is lying between 2 and 3. So how we can say where it is lying, how we can decide? Convert into mixed fraction. What we will get? 3 2s are 6, 1 is left. Quotient is 2, remainder is 1, divisor is 3. 2, 1 by 3. So because quotient we got 2, it is lying between 2 and 3. 7 by 3 is lying between 2 and 3. Just observe, it is lying between 2 and 3 only. Okay. See, first suppose I have given 11 by 4. Where does it lie on the number line? That is my question. In that case, what you will do? First convert it into mixed fraction. 4 2s are 8. 3 is it. Quotient 2 we got. So compulsory it is lying between 2 and 3. That's all. Okay. Okay, we will see some of the examples for representation of fractions on the number line, and tomorrow we will start exercise problems. Show the following on number line. Seven by six, 5/2, 5/7, 6/9. Okay, observe the first problem. 7/6. How to represent it is on the number line. Draw the number line. 7/6 is improper fraction. 0, 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4/6, 5/6, 6/6. 6/6 is 1, 0 to 1, but we need 7/6. So 7/6. 7/6 is lying more than 1, means it is lying between 1 and 2. So till 2 we must write. That is 6 plus 6, 12 now. So till 12/6 we have to write. 8/6, 9/6, 10/6, 11/6, 12/6. 12/6 is 2. 6 ones are 6 twos are. So 7/6 is lying between 1 and 2. And coming to the second one, 5/2. 0/2, because it is denominator is 2. So 0/2, 1/2. Here also we can write 0/6. 2/2. 2/2 is nothing but 1. 3/2, 4/2. 4/2 is 2 ones are 2 twos are 2. 5/2, 6/2. 6/2 is 3. We need 5/2. So it is lying between 2 and 3. That's all. And now coming to the third problem, 5/7. 5/7 is proper fraction. So it is lying before 1 only. That is 0. 0/7, because it is divided into 7 equal parts. So 0. 1/7, 2/7, 3/7, 4/7, 5/7, 6/7, 7/7. 7/7 is 1. 5/7 we needed value. Because it is proper fraction, it is lying between 0 and 1. Coming to 6/9. 6/9 also proper, but denominator we have to take 9. We need to divide 0 to 1, 9 equal parts. 6/9 is equal to 0/9, 1/9, 2/9, 3/9, 4/9, 5/9, 6/9, 7/9, 8/9, 9/9. 9/9 is nothing but 1. So we need to select 6/9. That's all. This is the representation of fractions on the number line. First two are improper fractions. Second two are proper fractions. Always proper fractions lies between 0 and 1. Improper fractions lies between more than 1. So tomorrow we will start exercise problems.